Welcome. It's me, your buddy, Gabe. I'll tell you, but it's Friday. It's Friday already, guys. Friday. You made it through the week. What is all the stuff they say? Taco Tuesday, Hump Day. What does Friday have? I don't know what it has, but it's something cool. Freaky Friday. No, I don't like that. It's Friday, February 11th. You've made it to the end of the week. I'm here with the one and only, my very, very funny. She's gonna be a lot funnier than the shit I just tried. My daughter, Minnie El Taib. How are you doing?
Everyone. Hi guys. I hope you're doing well. Hail chat. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Saturday. Oh, hello, Hiroye. He's my favorite. But it's nice to see all the regulars. Don't dox Gene. Is he talking about our wait, is John talking about our dog?
There's a poll in the chat. Did you see it?
No. Oh, well,
I put a poll up there. Show our basset hound Gene. Right now that's winning 86-14. So we'll see. We'll go back to that in a little while and see if they want to see Gene. How you doing today? How is the world of stand-up comedy going?
Really good. I'm taking a class right now at the American Comedy Company, and I will be having a show Sunday, February 27th. If any of you guys are in San Diego, let me know. You're more than welcome to come. I'd love for you guys to see me perform, and I'm having a lot of fun. I also was recently told I get to have a 5-minute spot not Monday, at the Madhouse on Sunday, March 13th. So I'm really excited. Things are working out.
Congratulations. You're doing semi-professional shows again. Let's check in on the chat real quick, and then I want to hear more about this comedy. Louis Fillet is here. Hervoye, don't know how to say. I always say Gravohawk in my head. That's not right. Let's see. I'm here. I'm in the chat. Past Master Dan, who I used to call Pasta Master Dan in my head. Jeremy, it'd be better if he was Pasta Master, right?
Yeah.
Jeremy Burtz is here. Who else is here? Harumph, I say, is here. Ultra Snedroning, not the normal level of Snedroning. Ultra Snedroning is here. Tario Owe is here from the land of the Super Bowl, Los Angeles. Ooh. John is here, of course. And I think that, Mad Moxie's here. That's my wife, and that's mom.
That's my mom.
She says he's sleeping, though. Not sure if he can make an appearance. He put up his do not disturb sign. That would be our dog, Gene.
Yeah.
Past Master Dan is says you named your dog Gene. Seriously, no wonder he doesn't want to appear on the camera. Would you like to address this, Minnie, since you named this dog? And tell them how you got the dog. How that went.
Gene is actually, his real name is Gene Parmesan after Arrested Development. It's one of my favorite comedies. I think it's one of the most cleverly written shows I've ever seen. Ron Howard is amazing. And Gene, for those of you who don't know, Gene Parmesan, there's a very rich family and they have a private investigator and he's the PI, and he just always has really cheesy little get-ups. Like he'll be like sweeping in like the hallway and the family's having a meeting and he'll tear off his mustache and then the mom goes, Gene Parmesan! Right. She's really excited.
He always has the worst disguise. It's so obvious, but the mom never knows. And she's so happy to find out he was undercover.
Yeah. But so how I got Gene, I never told my family this. I actually thought
it was an ordeal, not unlike Odysseus traveling. It was an ordeal. Tell him the ordeal.
It was. Well, I never told anyone this in the family. I thought that my dog, I thought I was getting scammed. But I was already $1,000 in, so it was too late. I bought him with my stimulus.
So Daddy Trump bought you that dog?
Daddy Trump bought me Gene Parmesan, but
stimulate with your stimmy?
Yeah, that's what I call him. I call him Stimmy. But what I was gonna say was, so I'm not calling anyone broke that has an Android. I'm not saying that. But when you have an iPhone and someone else has an iPhone, you have a blue chat. And when I was texting these breeders online, it was a green chat, and I was like, "Oh, they don't have an iPhone. Like, maybe it's just a fake phone number." And then they had a website.
That's snobby.
I know, but like it's really easy to just download an app and then have a fake number and then text somebody.
This is all weirdo Generation Y stuff.
Yeah, but the chat was green, and then their website was like clearly homemade, and I was just like, this doesn't even look legit. And like I tried to like reverse image search some of the pictures of the other puppies and nothing was showing up, and I was like,
so you went full internet stalker to make sure this was a real dog from real people. But tell them about the actual day you got Gene, because that's the punchline here.
So the actual day I got Gene, I actually got him 3 days later than I was supposed to. He was supposed to have a flight nanny fly from Atlanta to San Diego and drop him off.
Cross country.
Yeah, cross country. I thought it was a scam because the day before I'm supposed to get my dog, the breeder calls me and he's like, "Oh, the flight nanny got corona. We're trying to figure everything out. I'll Venmo you half your money back." And I was so devastated. He actually did Venmo me half my money. I bought a Southwest ticket like for 2 days later, and I flew in one day with a puppy. I flew from San Diego to Dallas, Texas, to Atlanta, to Phoenix, got him in Atlanta, to Phoenix, to San Diego. And I'm sleeping with a puppy. He's sleeping on my chest. He's
Yeah,
just
I
like,
took you to the airport at what time? It was like
we got
5.
there like at 5 in the morning. My flight was
Right.
like 6:30.
And I picked you up that night, the same day at what,
Yeah, you got me
11:30,
like at
12.
10 at night. Yeah.
That was
And
insane.
it was insane. But I got the puppy. He's real. But yeah,
So-
Gene Parmesan.
Yeah, so
So
Gene Parmesan. That is the long story of how Gene Parmesan flew 3,000 miles to get here, and you flew about 6,000. So
oh my goodness, it was ridiculous. People that like fly all the time for work. I mean, I'm sure I'll do that as I do more comedy. That is exhausting. Oh my goodness.
Right. Yeah. So I do want to honor Gary Tilbrook back from the pub and got to catch the stream. Go slowly, please.
I'm
I'm
quite
quite
drunk.
drunk. Now, Minnie, you do a very good London accent. Can you say that in Londonese?
From Londonese. Back from the pub when I got to catch the stream. Go slowly, please. I'm quite drunk.
Now, when you came home from the pub, did you ride the tube
I rode the tube. I like riding the tube on Tuesday.
on Tuesday? The tube
Tuesday.
in that.
Yeah.
Have you heard my friend? She's a comic skater, Charlie's London.
You've
I was on her
mentioned
show.
but
I was
didn't
on her
get-
show last week, and she does have a very thick London accent. So I asked her about it. I was
You asked
asking her
about
about it.
Tuesday.
Well, because you know what fascinates me about accents is we say, "Oh, that's a French accent or an Italian accent." I was talking about this the other day. But what about a French person speaking Italian? Or what about a redneck French, wherever the rednecks of France are, speaking, German or whatever? Because every country has their rednecks and their upper crust and all that stuff. And so there's all kinds of accents. It's fascinating.
Wait, really quick. Sorry, Gary said I actually did take the tube. Sounds just like my girlfriend.
Shoot to shoot. No, okay, so let's do this. I'm Gary. I'm
Okay.
coming in drunk. It's like 6-7 hours ahead. So it's now 11 or 12, and he was supposed to be home at 8, Gary. We know you were. And now you're the girlfriend and you want to know where the hell I've been. So I'm gonna come in. I'm trying to sneak in because the lights are out and you've been waiting. So here I am fumbling. I'm fumbling with my keys. And
Gary, Gary, you
hello,
take the
love.
tube. You take the tube. Where the hell have you been, Gary?
What time is it? Not 9 o'clock or
It's 2 in the bloody morning.
I was on the tube
You on the tube on Tuesday?
and scene.
2 years of Groundlings, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. I hope that's how it went, Gary. Tell your significant other that I'll give you a hall pass on this, a freebie. Okay? Just take your shoes off when you sleep on the couch, please, for God's sake. So, here we go. We did it. That's too
so
realistic. Too right, mate.
I'm chewing your ass out for checking the tube.
Okay, so comedy's going good. You've
Yeah.
got a real show lined up. I'm a real boy. No, wait, I just did Mickey Mouse as Pinocchio. In his most daring performance yet, Mickey Mouse is
Pinocchio. Oh, I'm a real boy.
Yeah, I got my Disney confused. I like this. Mythic Punisher. Hello, Gabe, and me. I'll take it. Oh, no barfing. I am a bit of a method actor, pasta master. See, I call him pasta master, pass master, but I will not vomit for this performance.
Sorry, Bane Mailer. I think that's how you say it. Did you train with the Groundlings? Does that exist? So Groundlings is an improv school in Los Angeles. It's on Melrose, and I took classes with them from about 16 to 18. I did the teen classes, and then you could still take the teen class until you're 19. So I took the teen class from 18 to 19, and then I took a little bit of a break, and I got back into it at 21. But I did a solid 2 years.
But tell them exactly what the Groundlings is and where they've seen the alumni. Just
So
briefly.
Groundlings that's without sounding like I'm bragging, that's a very good school for improv. It's well known. A lot of people from SNL, Kristen Wiig, Will Ferrell, people like that. They're really big names. You go there. There's like a 2-year program. You take all the classes, and it's just improv, and it's beautiful. There's live skits every single night. I don't know since with COVID and everything, but it's just like a wonderful school, and they're such good teachers.
Yeah, it's in Hollywood right there. And I took classes with you there for 6 weeks.
Oh yeah, we took a 6 week course together.
Oh, that was really fun.
That was so much fun. I think we were
Yeah.
the only father and daughter that did that.
Probably in the history of the Groundlings. But the Groundlings, if you watch Saturday Night Live, like everyone from there went to the Groundlings in
Yeah.
Hollywood, or they went to Second City in Chicago,
Or UCB.
or the Upright Citizens Brigade. UCB is also in Chicago and Hollywood, right?
Yeah, I took some
So,
UCB classes too.
yeah. For any of you out there, if you can find improv locally, just do it for the fun. It's so much fun to do that stuff.
It
And
also helps in social situations. I think everyone should take a stand-up class and an improv class because you will be amazing at just talking to people. I don't struggle with that, but I know people that have taken it for those reasons. They've thrived. They've lived their best life. So
we're not shy, either one of us, in case you're wondering.
No.
I sang a Star Wars song to did you see my Star Wars song?
Narwhal, nothing but Narwhal.
So I had Narwhal on my channel last night. I'm going to bring that up and play that on here, okay, if you don't mind. So go ahead and vamp for the crowd. But I want everyone to see this masterpiece. I want everyone to see my range, my operatic mastery. I'm going to mute my mic and bring it up. So go ahead with the chat.
Okay, so Bane Mailer says, that's cool. I am familiar with alumni, huge comedy fan. Who do you like? Like, who's your favorite stand-up, or do you like a sketch comedy group? I would say some of my female heroes are like Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, and Kristen Wiig. They're my absolute favorites. But for guys, probably Rogan and Chappelle. They're the OGs. They're amazing. But Andy Smith used to do stand-up. Okay, I'm a horrible comedy fan sometimes. There's too many comedians. I don't know who everybody is. I'm also I was dating this guy and he was like asking me about all these movies. I'm so uncultured with movies, which is ironic because I swear my dad watches a new movie every single night. And for me, it's just he loves films, but for me, and this is going to sound impatient, ugly, whatever, I like TV shows because we get to the point in 30 minutes or less. I want to know what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, the last 2 nights I watched The Raid and The Raid 2.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I had to duck while I was watching The Raid. The Raid 2 is not as good. You could feel the fingers of big Hollywood getting all over the indie success of The Raid and then Hollywoodizing it a bit. It was much filthier, had like sexual stuff in it. And the first one was just violence, violence, violence. And it was awesome. Amazing. Knife fighting, so impressive. Jumping, kicking, gunplay. It was amazing. The Raid 2 was, I didn't like it. There was some sexual weirdness in it. It's a great action movie, but they just made it dirty for no freaking reason. It didn't help the story. So I don't know why that was there.
But yeah, it's just crazy. I'll be getting home like at midnight, 1, 2 in the morning after going out and doing comedy, and my dad's just watching his shows in the living room. Like, we're the same. We're both up at like all hours of the night. We both love art. We're very loud. We're tall. Like, I'm just a female. I'm just like my father. So yeah, it's just really fun.
Like your father.
Does anyone? Are you guys too old for Vine? I know that like it's a little bit of an older crowd, but there was this Vine and these frat guys are like yelling at a duck for no reason, and they're like, "You're not shit, duck. You'll never be shit." And then the last one goes, "You're just like your father." So yeah, that's where that's from. But John said, so Minnie is mini me. Yeah, I really am just the female version of my father. I look so much more like my mother, which thank God, because I'm a girl. I don't
wow, that's a good beard. Come on.
Yeah. But I would say we're the exact same. I do things. My brother's just like my mom. Like Peter's room is clean.
Personality wise, sure.
Yeah. Like
I want you to read this.
What? Sorry. Hey Minnie, can you do an African accent?
Hold on. Gotta read their name.
Tari. It's because I know him. Hey, Minnie, can you do an African accent? Pick a country.
Be very careful. You know what's amazing? Your brother's not into like acting and comedy and all that, even though he was on season 5 of HBO's Ballers as a background extra. Your brother can do an Elon Musk like that.
Really?
He was telling me Elon Musk did something, and I can't do an Elon because I haven't studied it. And your brother just starts doing it and telling me the joke, and I'm like, that's a really good Elon. So maybe we'll have Elon on here sometime.
Peter should be Elon.
So can you do an African accent? Here's your way out of this. Here's your way out of this. Hold on. No, we can do a fucked up African accent and get away with it. I'll tell you how. We're Libyan, and that's in Africa, and we are Libyan. So go ahead and do an Arab merchant. Oh, you don't know that one?
I don't know.
Sorry, I know that one. So okay, never mind.
I was like, pick a different country.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave you out there. If you can't do it, don't do it.
Oh, I'm throwing me to the wolves. They're like, did she have improv training? She's lying.
Ooh, controversy.
1 second.
Which one? Say the name so I can bring it up.
Okay, well, you said controversy. I was looking at Bane Mailer saying Phil Hartman, that's who it is. And John Lovitz, I prefer older comedians from the 80s, 90s, but Will Ferrell, of course. Yes. So Phil Hartman, they have like the theater dedicated to him because he unfortunately took
He
his own
was a
life.
groundling, right?
Yeah, he was one of the, I think he was one of the original Groundlings. He was a big deal.
He was like, you don't even know. He was murdered in 1998. You were just a baby.
Oh, he didn't take his
wife
own life?
shot him.
Come in.
Who's coming
That's
in?
what happened. I knew it was a gun.
I have deal for you.
Okay.
What is mom's interrupting the show for what?
She's telling me how to do an accent. She's at my door. She tried the handle and then goes, I have deal for you.
Oh, oh, the Arab trade, and I have number one deal. 3 for 1 friend. Three. You come back
they
when you
always
want
say
to make
friend.
deal. Yeah, they always
By the
say
way,
friend.
sorry everyone. I got Phil Hartman's death incorrect. I forgot his wife shot him. I knew he got shot. I thought he killed himself.
No, it was like Andy Dick and all that cocaine stuff is the rumor, and he got the wife back on the cocaine, and she shot him in his sleep. That was right during the Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa crazy home run rally of the summer of 1998. The country was going crazy because these guys were juiced out of their heads. See, I'm naturally swole, but these guys had they were baseball players, honey, on the Cubs and the Cardinals, and they were setting the Major League Baseball record, and it took over the nation. It was on the news every night. Barry Bonds hit 3 more home runs and 2 more home runs, and that was going on right. I remember that summer. It was going crazy. And then the news broke sometime around the spring or summer that his wife did indeed kill him. It was very sad. He was brilliant. I loved him best on The Simpsons. He was so many of those voices. He was that guy that was in the instructional movies all the time. Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such movies as Earwigs, Ew, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, he was absolutely fantastic. So,
okay, let's see. Hervoyer says those were Israeli merchants. I watch SNL episodes from 1990 onward. Oh my goodness, I can't comment on that.
All right.
Oh my goodness, you guys are so much fun. Tari says, "Hey Gabe, like you, my roots are in the motherland, Nigerian to be exact."
Oh, and then Bane Mailer is very proud of this fact.
St. Louis was the most violent city that I love that you randomly know that.
I always like the Jim Rome sports radio show. I listen. He's not so popular anymore, but he would always find the data every year of what the fattest city in America was. And as having visited the South for the first time this year, I know why it was always in the South. But my favorite one was San Antonio won the fattest city in America, so he would call it Fat Antonio.
Fat Antonio.
The food in the South is what you think it is. It's
out of this world, you guys. So they went across the country for their anniversary in November, and they were just sending me and my brother pictures of just amazing looking food.
Yeah,
it looked so good. There was like, didn't you guys just have like chicken skins? Wasn't that a thing?
I didn't know that was legal. That's what I was telling Narwhal last night. I bought a bag of fried chicken skin with spice on it in Louisiana.
That sounds so good.
When you cross from Beaumont, Texas, that's right on the border of Louisiana and Texas. You cross in Louisiana, they just start putting up big billboards on the side of the highway, and it says 2 things, and there are all kinds of businesses competing for these 2 things: boudin balls and cracklins. And they're like, we ship, we deliver, stop by, roadside. And I kept telling your mom, what is a boudin ball? What is a boudin ball? So we're driving to Disney World, for those of you that don't know, because all the flights were getting canceled. So we were driving. It was November. So on the way home, like a week later, after we went to Disney World, which was amazing, we finally stopped and bought from these 2 little girls with just thick country accents. Mm-hmm. You know, it was really cute, these little accents they had. But we bought boudin balls, which is jambalaya, the rice and the sausage mix, rolled into a ball, put in a very light breading and deep fried.
Oh, sounds so good.
We had that, and then we had fried pork skin and fried chicken skin. And the bag was like shiny see-through with grease after about 20 minutes of driving. Jeez. Ridiculous. The South, I was ready to hate it. Humidity, all the BS you hear. No way. The Southern charm and hospitality is true. The food is just outrageous. And it's romantic to be in a city like New Orleans. It's hundreds and hundreds of years old. And the street signs, they don't have them on the corners in the French Quarter. They put the name of the street on the corner, like on tile by your feet. And that's hundreds of years old, you know. We're walking around Bourbon Street, and I brought you that mug from Cafe Du Monde and the Big mix. We're going to make those donuts.
You have to buy manteca, but
yeah.
Pork skin Gabe is American.
You're damn right.
USA.
You better ask somebody. Shit. Hold on. You got me going now.
Oh, I love it.
There you go.
If we ever get a PO box, guys, just send Dad hats.
I have a lot of hats.
I love it though.
Let's
We both
see.
have-
So, did you want to see me singing, or did you have anything else you want to get into?
No, Dad, sing. Do it. Sing away.
Okay, here it is. So this was on my show last night with Narwhal. Let's see. This isn't doxing anything, right? Hold on. Let me just isolate this video by itself, and no other web pages with like my email and my Indiegogo account and all that stuff. Okay, so here's what I did. Now I don't know how the video is going to translate, but since Warnal, wow, since Narwhal is so unique and amazing, I thought I would do something unique and amazing for him. I don't know how the audio is going to come through, but I improv this for Narwhal yesterday when he was a guest on my show. Hey guys, it's me, your buddy Gabe El Taib. I'm very excited to have you guys here, and I have a great guest today. I really admire this guy. I don't know much about him. I've only spoken to him a tiny bit, but he does his artwork in a way that I think all of us illustrators, writers, anyone making art, you want to be fearless when you do your art. You know what I'm saying? And he seems to be able to pull it off, and it's genius. And you know, he's an eccentric kind of guy in a very, very pleasant way. So in honor of being a little weird but really cool, I'm going to sing for you guys a song that I made up about Narwhal, and then I'm bringing him up. So here we go. It's to the tune of Star Wars. Narwhal, nothing but Narwhal. If it must be now, let it be him. Narwhal, nothing but Narwhal. He draws crazy adventures. Let them begin. And how does he tell such amazing stories with such a unique art style? And now, for the pleasure of my audience, allow me to bring out my guest. Narwhal, nothing but Narwhal. He does crazy adventures. Let them begin. Okay, that's enough. Yes. Come on. You know, I've only spoken to that guy like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, he seems real nice. I hope he doesn't think I'm making fun of him. So he was a great sport. He was so fun to talk to last night. Check that out, guys, if you want to. He's a really cool cat, and his artwork is amazing. I love the book. He's at Earthbound 1 and 2, and he has Nosferatu launching next week. He took the old, it's beyond copyright now. It's like 100-year-old movie. Oh, this is the 100th year, 1922, and then 2022 of Nosferatu, the old black and white silent horror film. And he translated it into a graphic novel, and it looks amazing. So check out my show from last night with Narwhal, and it was really fun to interview him. So, and you made a killer thumbnail for that. Gorgeous design that you did.
Yeah, he's such a fun person. When I was doing a little bit of research to make the thumbnail, I almost chose a different picture, but he's just like a cool cat, just doing whatever. I don't know if he's in Oregon or Washington. It looked like the wilderness, but yeah, if you want, yeah.
Yeah, and he's this is the thumbnail you made for YouTube. I was very proud. Very good design there. Very good. Yeah. And then the quirkiness of the repeating name, fantastic. You captured his personality. I told him he looks like Owen Benjamin, and he says he gets that all the time.
He looks just like him.
Yeah, he's aware that he looks like old Owen Benjaman. Gabe's Got Golden Pipes by John Branson. You damn right.
It runs in the family.
That's right. This is a Greta thumbnail. What would Greta
thumbnail? That's Greta Thunberg's graphic art design sister.
Well, that's her sister that does graphic art.
How dare you? You invited Narwhal, but you didn't invite me. That's my Greta Thunberg, everybody.
What would Greta Thunberg say at Denny's if they brought her the wrong meal? Like they forgot to take the tomato off her burger.
How dare you? I have an allergic allergy. People are dying by the thousands. Move this tomato.
Oh, man. Kid's got a lot of questions. She wants to know how everybody dares. You know?
I know. How?
I say this about Greta Thunberg, and I'll leave it at this. People who listen to kids deserve it.
I believe the children are our future. Do you? No. It's me.
Anthony Perrone. Is it Perrone or Perroni?
Perrone. Sorry.
Anthony. Are we trying to be New Jerseyans?
No, but it's funny when someone tells you they're Italian and it's painfully obvious. Let's see.
Oh, why? They have like the golden horn and they got the
Yeah,
slick
or he's
hair.
like, hi, my name's. I literally met someone
Really?
named this 2 weeks ago. He goes, my name's Avery Giovanni. I'm Italian. I was like, oh no shit. Like, Pasta Master Dan says, I can see many doing voiceover work. I would love to. I can make a lot of voices. I can bark like a dog. And when I get okay, I'm not self-diagnosing, but I have some weird tics sometimes, and my mom knows this. I don't know if dad knows this. When I get really nervous, I kind of make like a horse noise. Like I go, "Woo!" I do that, and I've caught myself doing it.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I love doing voices and impersonations and animal noises. It's so much fun. And
I like oh sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I think it'd be great to do that behind the scenes and be like famous in the business, but like not famous in real life, so you could still live like a semi-normal life. Minnie, Anthony Perone. Oh, the E is silent? Anthony
You said
Perone.
the E is silent.
I'm
So
still doing
it's
this.
Anthony Perone.
Anthony Perone. Minnie, I was just going to say you should do voiceover work. Thank you. Oh my gosh, guys, what else should I do? No. Bark like a dog.
Oh, he wasn't telling you to. He was asking.
Oh, shit.
You got to read the punctuation. Oh, may I request a bark off between you and
He
Gene?
won't bark with me. I could improvise me doing it against Gene.
I can impersonate Gene barking. Gene cries when I go for a walk with your mom and we put him in the yard and no one is home.
He
And
howls.
hold on, I got to take a drink before I do it.
Everyone's
He
gonna be
goes,
like,
he
does.
It's a very weird thing. He never sounds
it
like that.
sounds like a siren.
Yeah, it's very
Like
weird.
whenever there's like an apocalypse movie or something, or they're like, "Oh, we have to get inside," it's always like, "Arr!" That's how Gene sounds like someone's torturing him. Pasta Master Dan says vocal cord suppression. Check out Howard Morris's work in the world of character direction. He also played Ernest Bass on Angie. Oh, that's cool.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna be unprofessional and use my phone, take a picture of what you just said because I want to
I'll do you one better. I just texted you Howard Morris.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Dad.
I just texted you the name and then you can Google it later.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Let's see.
But yeah, I would love to do voiceover work. One of my cousins actually does it. She takes like a class by he's done a lot of work in Hollywood and now he teaches classes and she does it and she has a really good vocal range too.
Speaking of people in Hollywood and voiceover and classes and teaching, why don't you tell the audience about your friend who wanted to help you work on your comedy when you lived in Hollywood for a year and how old he is and everything? And how old you were?
I'm not going to say the name because if you're in the business, you know. When I was 21, there was this comedian who was really, again, just a little bit of background story. I'm very bad at knowing when someone's hitting on me, both men and women. It happens to me. And
I told you not to wear those basketball shorts.
Oh my God. I get accused of being a lesbian all the time. And you know what makes it worse? My dream car is a Subaru. Anyways, it really is. I want a Subaru Outback so bad, or Outlander, whatever it's called. But I'm very naive when people hit on me. Some guy told me I was beautiful and he liked my glasses. And I told my friend, they were like, Minnie, they're hating on you. And I was like, oh. But anyways, so again, I'm very naive with that sometimes. And this guy was really, really friendly to me. And he was like, oh, you do stand-up comedy? Like, we should go. There's like a restaurant like a block away from the Comedy Store called like The Melt. We went there. I got a shake. He was eating and I was talking about my comedy, asking him about my teacher because he knows my teacher. Because this man is very old. I think he's at least 65. All I know is that he's been doing comedy as long as my mother's been alive, and she's 45 years old. So that's how long he's been doing comedy, not just being alive. But it was not Joe Rogan, Danky Frankie. Anyway.
Hey, by the way, we support Rogan on this show.
Yeah, we do.
That's
He's
right.
freaking cool.
But, do you have the picture in your phone handy for when the story's over?
Yeah, I do.
Because you just posted it.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
But I thought he really cared about my comedy, and like the more I again, I'm stupid for not realizing.
The only women that we help when we don't have motives are our relatives.
Yeah,
that's how we work as men. I'm sorry, sad but true.
Sorry, Anthony Perone said, was it Andy Dick? It wasn't Andy Dick. It wasn't Dan Schneider. Oh my God. He said Dan Schneider's a creep. But and I'll say it to his face. I'll say it again. But
say it to his big fat face.
I was gonna say I'd kick him, but he would like that because it's my foot. But
ooh.
Yeah, shots fired. But yeah, basically, I'm just getting off topic because I'm just thinking about this story. It's so embarrassing. And I told my parents, who I was like, I have an older comedian helping me. He's gonna help me write stuff. And they're like really happy. And then like my mom or dad asked about it like a month. They're like, oh, how's it going with X, Y, and Z? And I was like, he doesn't really care about my comedy. He wants a girlfriend. Like that was embarrassing. And I got the Hollywood experience. So yeah.
Someone wanted to know if it was Pauly Shore.
No,
I want to defend the Shores to them. Please tell the
Pauly
people
Shore is
about
a
the Shores.
sweetheart. And his sister, Sandy, she passed away. She was my teacher from 16 to 18. So I love the Shores. Nothing but respect and love for the family. I actually keep in contact with one of the other brothers, Peter, and he's a total sweetheart. And I just say hi to him every now and then. But no, the Shores are amazing. And, rest in peace to all of them.
Right. Yeah.
Bane music, Carrot.
That guy is taking so much Trenbolone, allegedly. He's got a great physique.
Yeah.
He's oh my gosh, he must be taking steroids. Allegedly.
He's a good looking guy. Not good looking, physically good looking, but physically.
I mean, like in this
I am not a model. I stay in my lane, but I will say he has a very nice body.
Yep.
So, but yeah.
This person, Bane Mahler, saying the Shores on the is that true? Because I know they own the Comedy Store where you worked.
I don't know if they own
I think he might be confusing the two.
Yeah, they own the Comedy Store in Hollywood and La Jolla, and that's all I know that they own. So
yeah, maybe they do, but I doubt it. I think you have the two confused. But they're in your defense, those two comedy clubs in Hollywood, they're a mile away from each other.
Yeah, there is like the Laugh Factory, then the Comedy Store, the Improv is like a mile away from that. It's a huge radius. I sent you the picture of me and Joe.
Oh yeah, I love.
You're not making fun of Joe Rogan. He's amazing, and he was very. Okay, he's always very kind to me. Whenever
I just am remembering how much you loved working in the kitchen at the Comedy Store. Tell them what it was like.
So I am very grateful I got the opportunity to work at the Comedy Store. I got to go up about 2-3 times there. It's very hard to get up, but I'm grateful for that. Working in the kitchen is very hard, and all we do is fry our food. So all the oils in the air, it would stick to my hair and my shirt. My parents would sometimes come pick me up after like midnight to visit me, and I would just stink up the car like potatoes. I was another beaner in the kitchen. It was fun. So
right. Yeah. And you had to bring people their chicken fingers, their mozzarella sticks,
chicken fingers, wings. We had this really gross like chicken wrap that I hated making, and I got criticized for putting too much cheese in it. But the general manager, she doesn't work there anymore, but I was brand new, and one of the guys was showing me how much cheese to put in it, and she's like, Minnie, did you make the chicken wrap? So I was like, yeah. She goes, you're putting way too much cheese. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she goes, it was disgusting. And I was like on the brink of tears. I was like, I can't even fucking make a chicken wrap. Like I was like, oh my god, be a comedian. Like it was so it was fun though. I had a blast. I met a lot of cool people. Chappelle was there. I got to talk to Dane Cook one time. Like I wouldn't have traded those 14 months in LA for anything. I grew up so much.
Right. So. Yeah, she lived on her own on Sunset Boulevard, guys.
Yeah, I lived on Sunset and Wilcox.
Yeah, that's the center of Hollywood. You know the famous Chinese theater? That was like 2 blocks from her house. The Comedy Store was like 2 miles.
I lived catty corner from the CNN building.
Yeah, we would give the finger to the CNN building when I go visit because it was literally diagonal across the street.
You could see it from my window.
Like, and I lived fake news.
And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Amoeba, that music place, that beautiful record store. They moved, but I lived right where the one was for like 40 years or whatever. I lived right. I could see. Whenever there was an artist that had a really big album come out, they would do stuff on the roof. Like Travis Scott had like a big golden head up there. It scared me at like 3 a.m. when I was getting ready. I was like, ah! But yeah, it was really fun. So, Bane, did you ever meet Danny Whitney, aka Larry? No, I never ever saw him at the Comedy Store, actually.
I like to refer to him as Mater.
Mater, yeah.
The truck from that horrible cartoon.
Cars. Life is a highway.
Will you please tell the people about when you worked at Starbucks and the badass and all that? The badass sucks.
I forgot her name. I have to look it up. So she was like a regular on the show, but she wasn't like a main star. Like she had a reoccurring role. She's very rude and she does stand-up comedy. And if I see you, we have beef, bitch. But I worked at the Starbucks at the Rock and Roll Ralph's on Sunset Boulevard. If you lived in Hollywood, that's like the most famous Ralph's, whatever. And I dealt with a lot of celebrities and a lot of rude celebrities at that. But this lady is not famous. Okay. She was a background person and she was $10. Wait, put the super chat. Sorry. Thank you.
You can read it. Read it.
John Branson, Gabe and Minnie are fantastic together. Thanks, guys. Thank you, John Branson. I'm so excited. I'm going to make my dad give me that money so I can get gas money.
No.
But,
no. Hey, first of all, John Branson, very generous. Thank you very much.
Thank you. But yeah, I really appreciate that. I think that's like the second super chat we've ever gotten. Ralph's from the Big Lebowski.
So tell them about the badass socks and then tell them about the dog lady.
Okay, I have a couple stories for you guys. It was Hollywood. It was crazy, but I became so desensitized to it. I didn't care anymore. But this lady was so rude. She came in and she's like one of those, you know, she's all fit and takes care of herself. That's fine. But just like her body language is just like, I'm not a kind person. And she asked, I believe it was a vanilla latte. All I know is that there was vanilla in her drink. And she tries, a lot of these people would try their drink and then like fix it. And like, it's just like, oh my gosh. Okay. But yeah, she drank it. And she was like, did you guys put vanilla? And she had like lips like this.
Hold on. There we go.
I naturally have big lips, but she was like this. And I watched this whole interaction happen. And she's like getting into it with my friend, or it was me. It doesn't matter. She's like, did you guys put vanilla in it? And we were like, yeah. And then she's like, okay, well, can you put more? And I was like, sure. Yeah, it was me. So I pumped it in. We had like these little pumps. I pump it in and then I give it to her. And she goes, you're not going to stir it. And I was like, we don't stir it. She goes, can you stir it? And I was like, sure. So freaking get the wooden stick, stir her stupid coffee, and then give it to her. She turns around with her shopping cart and she's wearing these knee-high socks, and the left leg says bad and the right leg says ass. And I was like, you are not a badass. You couldn't even stir your own stupid coffee. But yeah, she's like, you're not gonna stir it. And I was just like, ugh.
And to make it better, what time of day was this?
This was like literally probably like 1 p.m. Like, why do you need a latte at that time? You're not doing anything.
Right.
But then my other coworker was like, she was on Baywatch. She was like, she was on Baywatch, so she probably thinks that she's all that. I'm like, well, she's not, because I don't know who she is, and I don't care.
Yeah. Baywatch was a long time ago, lady.
Yeah, you're not hot anymore. Anyways.
All right, let's hear about the dog lady, because this is my favorite Rock and Roll Ralph's on Sunset Boulevard Hollywood moment when you're working at the Starbucks.
Wait, really quick. Love God Bible Truth says entitled Karen. Yes, she was a Karen, and she does comedy. And I saw her Instagram, and I don't like her. It wasn't Pamela Anderson, but a lot of people, you know, I have a dog. I love my dog. A lot of people bring their dogs in the stores, which can be really annoying because they pee on everything. Even if they're fixed, they pee on everything. This girl had a little white dog, and she's holding it and she's in line. And I had this regular customer who was an older, heavyset white guy, but he just had like a big
fat. It's okay.
Whatever. But he had a really big personality. Like, he would always talk to me. He was really kind, really fun. And he sees this girl with her dog in her arms, and he looks at her. This really happened. He looks in here and he goes, oh, I can't stop laughing. He goes, oh. He has his coffee in his hand, and she's waiting in line. So he just confronts her in line, and he goes, oh, how nice. You brought your dog in here. I hope it takes a shit and somebody steps in it. Bitch! And then he walks away. Bitch! The way he said it. It was so funny. And the girl said nothing. She held her dog, and she nodded her head. She was like, It was so weird. Like, Hollywood's not real.
No, it's not.
I have one more.
Oh my God. You remember the people we saw at the window of the car when we were leaving that one day? The lady freak dance in the bus stop.
Oh my gosh, there was this poor lady. She looked pregnant, but she wasn't. But that's just the way her body was shaped, and she was wearing a tank top.
Again, you could just say fat. It's okay.
But I'm giving a visual of where the fat was. But she looked pregnant, but she had like a tube top on, and then like not high-waisted shorts, like waistline shorts, and she's holding onto this gate and she's like grinding on it. There's nobody there, and she's clearly like having a delusion, or she's on drugs. Then this guy, because he's a guy, he comes and he has like long black hair and a bike, but then he has like a bikini with fake balloon boobs, like literally they look like black balloons, and he looks at us and then looks at her and goes, what a weirdo. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
But you forgot the showstopper. A third person with a
Oh
Viking
yeah, oh yeah,
helmet and a
yeah.
bike. It's just going down the street looking at both of them.
Yeah, with the Viking helmet, and he was drunk, and he was like, like it was like everyone was on crack that day. It was
Uh,
insane.
You remember
But
the guy peeing on the palm tree, but instead of facing the tree, he was facing the street?
though that was a lady. Well, the very first guys, we can just talk about LA for 2 hours. I have so
Right.
many stories.
LA
The
stories
last
are
one I'll
fantastic.
tell. No, two. I'm gonna tell two more stories, and we might not even do the news, Dad. We might not even do the
Who
news.
cares?
But 1 second. A Cranberry Langer says this sounds
I'm
like a
gonna get some
normal.
water. Entertain him. I'll be back.
Says this sounds like a normal Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, no, I was in there was a huge culture shock. Like we're in San Diego, but even moving 2 hours away, it's so different. It is so different. It made me kind of fearless to walk at night, but also I'm very hard to kidnap. I'm like 5'9", two something. Don't want to say my weight on the internet. That's a good way to get bullied. But yeah, it made me not be afraid to walk at night. I had a taser all the time though. I never used it, but one time this homeless person was like giving me this look, like it wasn't like a sexual look, but it was like he might mess me up. So, if I had a gun, I would have done like a warning shot. I did like a warning taser. I looked at him and was like, shh, and then he just like walked away from me. So that was fun. But 1 second. Yeah, tasers are Cranberry, they are good. I have a pink one actually. I have a pink taser. And
I buy you those on Amazon.
"Fuck
I
the
buy you
news,
those on
it's better."
Amazon.
That's
Right.
what I was telling my dad. I was like, I just like talking to everyone. That's really fun. And
Oh yeah.
James,
No,
is
the
it
chat is the
down?
best in here.
Yeah,
They
you
were
guys
cracking.
make this is so much fun. Like
They make the whole thing, just the creating the comics and the people love it. And then
yeah.
they're joking with me and Narwhal last night. And I don't know, it's just so much fun.
Yeah, I feel like I have a bunch of internet friends. It would be so cool to meet all you guys one day. But
Oh, we will at the Fans Fest in
happening?
Orlando. Ethan said he wants to do in Orlando. He said this year. So let's hope. And he even said in the fall. So I was just there in Orlando in November, and the weather is perfect. I hope it's at the same time. I hope I can have my 26th wedding anniversary, go back to Disney World, and go to the Fans Fest. I like the South a lot. How fun.
Yeah.
So, and you could do a stand-up set. You know what I mean?
Yeah, guys, pressure Ethan, peer pressure him. I'm
Yeah,
funny.
tell Ethan you want Minnie to do a stand-up
Tell
set.
Ethan that they need a woman of color. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, they need representation completely.
They do. But what was I say? Bane mainly says, "Don't tase me, bro." Yeah, I really did a warning taser. Or I would call Dad, or I would call my brother Peter.
Remember that guy Jeremiah?
Jeremiah Watkins?
No. What was the guard? The guy from like Nigeria, and he was the guard. And he was
Elliot.
Remember, tell them what he told that guy that one time, and about where the cameras are and everything.
There was this guy that lived in my apartment complex who like had a serious drug problem and a really abusive boyfriend. I'm sorry that happened, but he lived on my floor, and the boyfriend, he was like, I would hear them fighting, and it was scary. And
because it's two men fighting.
Yeah, it's two guys fighting, and like I'm just trying to get to my apartment number 311. That's what I lived in, and we got security cameras. So if the boyfriend was like banned from the building, and so he would hide in the stairway to not be seen by the security cameras and wait for his boyfriend to get home. Like I didn't live like in the ghetto, but these were not fabulous apartments. But so I'm walking down the hallway, and then I just see someone in the stairway, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna get mugged. Then I realized who it was, and I called Elliot, and I was like, Elliot, that guy's boyfriend is here.
They got to know who Elliot is.
Elliot is an amazing security guard. He was so sweet. He was very handsome, and he always made me feel safe. He would make sure I'd get into my apartment. I would text him if I would hear people drunk outside. Elliot was amazing. I should text him. I haven't talked to him in like 2 years.
Where's he from?
He is from London.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a black guy from London.
Dark. He was like a black guy, but very, very dark. So,
yeah, he was from London, and he moved out here. He did security. He was really big in his church. He sang. He was wonderful. I should really check up on him. But 1 second. Julie Pascal says, "Love listening to this while I drove home from work in my plasma yellow Subaru." I love it. Subarus are awesome.
I love it.
I do. But yeah, so I called Elliot because the guy's boyfriend was in the stairway, and I was like, I'm not about to get mugged by this guy, or he's gonna be like, where's my boyfriend? Because they were both on drugs. But Elliot stays on the phone with me. I'm like, Elliot, that guy's here. He's hiding in the stairway because Elliot was downstairs and my apartment was upstairs. He stays on the phone with me the entire time. He goes, I'll take care of this right now. I go to my apartment. I'm just listening because I'm nosy. I don't give a shit. I'm very nosy. And I just hear him go, hey, what the hell are you doing, man? And he goes, man, don't touch me. And he goes, I'll hit you. And I know where the cameras are and they aren't. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, Elliot was amazing.
Yeah.
And Naomi Kazar, hey, that's my Thea. She said, we love people from London and Subarus. Two birds, one stone. Fun fact about my aunt, Naomi Kazars, her boyfriend is from London and he drives Subarus. So he's living the dream. He's
thought he had
taking
a
the tube,
Tesla.
bro. He's taking his Subaru. He has a Tesla too.
I thought he rode the tube on Tuesdays.
Tube on cheese day. I'm sure people are going to get tired of that. I don't
Nope.
care.
Doesn't matter.
It's my
listen,
show.
I don't give a shit. This is a free TV show. So
Yeah. Bane Mailer says Gabe is many of the greatest. I am the
You know,
greatest.
of all the children I have, she's one of them.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So.
that's the safe answer. But yeah, so my apartment was crazy. I have one more rude story because it's
Let's do
funny. I really hope I will be successful one day and I will call out these celebrities. I don't care. I'll be like, you were rude to me. But
not this guy, not this short
not
king
Rogan.
right here.
I love Rogan, Joey Coco Diaz, Chappelle. All the comics have been wonderful. Actually, I've had no issues with any comedians besides that guy that didn't really want to help me with my comedy, but that wasn't bad. He was just being a man, whatever. But
I do love. I'll let you tell the story, but I do love. They tried to cancel this man, and it didn't work.
It didn't.
So go fuck yourself.
Yeah, twice. Anyways, but there's I don't know his name. Someone Hervoyer, Google him. It was an actor from The Walking Dead, and Gary Tilbert. I love the tube on Tuesday.
They gotta
That's
say it
gonna be
right.
a staple to our show. It's Tuesday on the tube. But
maybe we should do this telly show on Tuesdays.
We should. It should Tuesday on the tube on Tuesdays.
Right,
Tuesday
and it is
tube.
spelled with a CH at the beginning. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Isn't it?
Chewbacca. Anyways, I feel like I'm on crack.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca on the tube.
Would it be Bacca? Would it be Chewbacca?
Chewbacca.
No, that got weird. Bacca. It's like
that sounds like I don't know, Bacca. But it'll come to me in a second. So The Walking Dead. So he was the I think his name's Chad something. He's the black actor. He is tall. He always wore a beanie, and he was one of the people in the first season. Rudest person I have ever met. Out of all celebrities, he was rude. If you watch,
what show was he on?
Walking Dead. He was the black. I think his name is Chaz or Chad. So rude. Oh my goodness. So this is a normal response. He said good morning in the line Starbucks, and I was just like, hi, how can I help you? Wouldn't that be normal? And then he looks at me and goes, good morning. And I was like, good morning. How can I help you? Like, I didn't think that was rude. Yes, Chad Coleman. Thank you, Hervoyer. Thank you. Chad, yeah, he was really rude.
Hey, Chad, we could talk anytime, homie.
Yeah. Fuck yourself twice. Anyways. But yeah. And then he goes, good morning. So I said, good morning. And then he got annoyed for no reason that I did that. I know I wasn't the issue, but whatever. Don't take it out on me. And then he goes like this. I remember his order and his hand movement. This is how rude he was.
Let's see.
Yeah, this is how rude he was. He goes, I want a triple almond latte. That's how he said it. And I was just like, all right, cool. And he had all this magnetic jewelry, like a necklace and a wrist and all these rings. And then he was also buying kombucha. And I was just like, you know what? You sucked in The Walking Dead. I didn't say that, but I wanted to. What if I just started making zombie noises? Like, but
I never saw The Walking Dead. I saw like a half episode once. I'm like, why do people like this? I didn't like it.
I'm a huge baby. It scared me. But
I remember we went to Universal Studios and you couldn't go near the guy who was wearing Keds and dressed as a mummy.
Maybe they were scary kids, Dad.
You could see his shoelaces.
Spooky
mummy.
Shoelaces doesn't equal not a murderer. Ted Bundy had shoelaces. Anyways.
All right, fair point.
Yeah, I rest my case.
Oh, I like this comment.
One second. Bane Mailer, Joe has all the power and doesn't even know it. You know what? He doesn't realize how much of an influence he is. Like when he would come to the Comedy Store, it would literally sell out. Even the shows he wasn't performing, people would get upset. They'd be like, all right, I'll go to the original room or I'll go to the belly room. Like everyone just wanted to be in the same building as Joe Rogan. It was amazing. And he was very kind to me and not in like he acknowledged me kind of way. But like when he would leave after his set, he would like make eye contact and kind of nod his head at everyone, just a cool guy. So
like down to earth.
Yes, exactly.
Even though he's like the biggest media person in the world,
right?
You wouldn't know it by the way he treated people.
He's just a guy, and he was amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, the Chad Coleman guy, he was so rude. I still remember it to this day. I'm about to turn 25. I was 21 at this time.
Wait a minute, you're 25, and I just celebrated my 25th wedding anniversary.
It's funny how that works, but
I'm only 43. That's strange.
it's weird. It's like teen pregnancy. Anyways, he was so rude. The next time he came in, I remembered his order, and I had a lot of regulars at Starbucks. I would have their orders ready because one, it makes the line faster in the morning, but two, they always feel appreciated. And like around Christmas time, I got little gifts. It was very sweet. Like I love regulars, but he came and I had the drink ready and I handed it to him because I didn't want to deal with him. And he's like, "Oh, you remembered my order?" And I was like, "You were hard to forget." Like he was so rude. So then he bought like some egg protein bites and then left. And that was my experience with him. But just the fact that he was like triple almond nothing and just like kill it. It was so annoying. So yeah. But I hope I can confront him one day on like Conan or something. That'd be fun. Just throw a latte at him.
Right. So Bane Mahler says, I keep counting my anniversaries with my son too, Gabe. That's right. An OG teen mom. No. My wife was 20 and I was 18.
Yeah.
You know how I met my wife? I was at the school and this van drove up and she got out and said she lost her puppy and she needed someone to come with her and look around the neighborhood for it. So that's how I met Mom. She also had free candy in the van too.
Oh my goodness. But yeah. Sorry, there's so much in the chat and I'm trying to tell my story and I don't have my glasses on because I think it looks funny on the air. So I'm like trying to read all the comments, but really quick.
If you go to that little window of the chat and you hit Command Plus on a Mac, it should increase the font size.
Where the hell is the plus? It doesn't matter. Anyways.
Plus is right next to delete.
Am I dumb? Oh, it's right there.
Command Plus.
Oh, I got it now. Thank you.
Yeah. So you just blow it up that way.
Yeah. 1 second. But yeah. Mom said
Mom was trying to be funny, but she wrote a typo.
She said, I'd be teen pregnant. You know how I be pooping. You know how I be.
Yeah. No, she was trying to say I beat teen pregnancy.
Mom, we clown on you too much, but I love you. So it's fun.
Oh my gosh. He says the way we met is like a Disney story. Yeah. It's a whirlwind romance.
It was beautiful.
This guy had a different technique. Hold shift and mouse wheel up to make things big.
Oh, okay. Thank you guys. I need to learn more about computers because it's the way of the future. I'm so illiterate. I had a laptop for 3 years that my parents got me for my 21st birthday. Never changed the background because I didn't know how.
I'm a computer expert and I'm self-taught. You can do it.
I know, but
Listen, my whole job is buying the fucking thing. I'm not going to also like sit there and teach you how to use it completely. I already paid for it. I just got you a new computer and a new phone, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got a MacBook M1 Pro or whatever. Better than mine.
It's nice. It's really nice.
I was flexing right there.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't want to humble brag. I
just bought everyone new
computers. I mean, my dad and my mom.
I make good money and buy them nice shit. So
that's the one thing I will say.
I got you a new phone because you had that broke-ass phone, but I told you, you crack the screen, anything, your problem. I'm not doing it anymore.
For cracking screens. I haven't done that on this one yet, but I had like a cracked iPhone 8 and it would overheat. And I was just like, okay.
It was a sad sitch.
It was. Bane Mailer said sugar daddy. You know, my parents do get me very nice things and I'm very grateful for it, but I do feel funny telling people that because they're like, you're 25, you should grow up, you should move out. I would love to move out. It's expensive as hell in San Diego and I did live alone in LA and I didn't have a lot of money. So
I think everyone should stay at home until they get married if they can. I treat you and your brother like adults. Your brother's what, 23? You're going to be 25. You guys come and go middle of the night. What? I don't tell you shit. You know what I mean? You're adults. But I just think it's smarter to be at home and save money. Why go live 3 miles from here? Why go live 3 miles from here for, $2,000 a month and you got to buy your own groceries, blah, 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 blah. I don't bother you, so.
I would just come and eat and do laundry here if I moved out.
Oh, they're looking out for you. Because I said I'm not replacing the phone for at least a year. So
John, my dear, I do want an OtterBox. It's like $50 for a case. But
oh no, someone is asking me for a loan. I will loan you the money at 87% interest per day. So hey, that's my Middle Eastern side coming out. I have best deal for you, friend. So there you go. Yeah. Hey, let's get Gene on. Where is he?
Mom, bring Gene. Let me call her. Guys, I'm gonna FaceTime Mom live on the air. It's like every reality TV show when they make a call. 1 second.
We have to make it overly dramatic. Will Mom get the phone call in time before the audience gets impatient? And then dun-dun-dun. I hate reality TV so much.
Me too.
Yeah,
But,
87% per day, and it's compound interest. It's not simple
I don't even
interest.
know what that means.
So, he said he wouldn't take me up on my generous offer to fleece him.
I'm FaceTiming Mom. 1 second, guys. She's gonna bring Gene. Oh, she's bringing him. 1 second.
Tari always says, "Hey, Minnie, my phone is cracked too. Don't sweat." No, her phone is no longer cracked. I got her a top of the line brand new phone. So
He's too heavy.
He's not too heavy. He's just a baby. Oh, look at Gene Boy.
all right,
This
here's
is
Gene Boy.
Everyone.
Now we
This
come
is
to the cute portion of the show.
The baby boy. He's a basset hound. He's really cute. We went to the dog park.
He's a wimp, though. You have to admit that.
Okay, I will say that I smothered my dog.
Hey, he barked
She did.
out.
Thanks, Mom.
She spent so much money on toys, special food, and he is the nicest dog in the universe. He
That's
barks
a
at
good thing, though.
He
He's not
barks at-
aggressive.
he doesn't bark at strangers.
You know what? He barked at some creepy neighbor we have today.
Did he?
He did, and he barked for like a minute straight. And I texted Mom. I said, "What's wrong?" And she goes, "He doesn't like that neighbor." So,
Oh.
but yeah,
He
it's not
senses the
easy
evil.
being Gene. You're right, Green Laser. And then Ultra just said doggy. Yeah. But yeah, he's a really sweet dog. He's so nice to a fault. My cousin has a baby. The baby smacked him in the face and he didn't do anything.
Right. No, his hobbies are sleeping and then sitting next to me at the kitchen table because I give him scraps. I feed him so many scraps. And when I went to my dad's house for 3 weeks in the fall, Gene lost weight.
He did lose weight.
Yeah. So
But
it's my fault.
yeah, we go to the dog park almost every single day. But you can just call me Sned. Cool, Ultra Sned. But yeah, so he this is the cute section of the show.
Yeah, you take
He's
him
so
to the
funny.
beach and everything every day.
You guys want to hear something really embarrassing? Because I'm just an embarrassing person. I didn't know that the term skin to skin literally meant naked. Like when you have a baby, you do skin to skin. You have your shirt off and you have the baby on your chest. I didn't know that because every time I hear about that or I think about babies, I think about the mom in the gown with the baby on the chest. So I was telling everyone that my mom does skin to skin with the dog every night because he lays on her chest like a baby. And I thought that's what skin to skin meant. And
But
I got
she does have her shirt or sweater.
she has her
or
shirt
whatever.
on. And I got a lot of weird reactions. I was like, everyone would be like, they do? And I was like, yeah, like you don't cuddle with your dog, like you weirdo. And then I learned like a week ago that skin to skin means naked. And that's why everyone thinks my mom's a creep. My poor mother. So
What about when you played telephone in second grade? What you told everyone about your mom?
okay, I was literally just repeating what I heard playing
Excuse me.
telephone. And it was my turn to say what it was. And I said, my mom does gross things. My poor mother.
But you said that because your mom had made some green chili burritos that you didn't like, and you were all snotty about it.
Yeah, no, they were gross. She made like these green chili burritos that were gross.
How
So,
dare you? It's so ungrateful.
oh my God. Every time I don't like something, Dad has like this metaphor gun. Ungrateful, ungrateful, ungrateful.
It is ungrateful. Someone makes you food, even if it's bad, just say thank you. Goodness. All right, dog's got to go. He's too spoiled. This is disgusting.
He's too cute.
This is like eating sugar out of the jar. This is too much.
Okay.
All right, Anthony Perrone.
Bye,
What's your
guys.
contact email?
Bye.
Well, the lucky thing about having a name like mine is you can just use your name for everything.
Yeah,
So
no one else
everywhere
has
online, it's Gabe El Taib. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, OnlyFans, Gmail, all of it. So, you got people on Instagram with the OnlyFans thing the other day. I thought that was a hilarious
Yeah.
post.
Did any of you guys see that? So I have it highlighted on my story underneath like a microphone emoji. I posted a picture of myself with a fake link for OnlyFans, and my account is a business account. So I see how many people click on everything. And it said OnlyFans/mini. 19 people clicked on that link. And when you click on the link, it's a guy with a camera going, and it says caught in 4K.
I love it.
So 19 people did it. So Danky Frankie said skin to skin with the dog should be illegal.
Right.
That should. It's weird. And then great stand-up material. Yeah, no, a lot of my so some people that do stand-up just like talking or they tell stories. 90% of what I say is true. Like I'll tweak things here and there because you have to tell a story. But yeah, I love just embarrassing myself. That's what I do all my stand-up with.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like I have this thing where like really hot people intimidate me, men or women. Like there was this really hot guy drawing my blood and I like couldn't just relax. But there was this beautiful cashier at one of my favorite cafes in La Jolla called The Living Room. It's my favorite. I grew up going there. I will go there for the rest of my life.
It was right
And
next door to Wildstorm.
yeah, it was right next door to Wildstorm. That's why we would go there. Like dad would go do stuff and we would get like hot chocolates. That's what
I'd go
what
do
we-
stuff like work at Jim Lee's studio full time.
Yeah.
That's the stuff I would go do.
It's just like another Tuesday. But
Right.
this was like 2 years ago. There was this beautiful cashier. Like she was just like this cute little blonde, like cute little nose, just like an ideal looking girl. Like
Oh, here we go with the Subaru shit again.
Oh my goodness. I'm emphasizing this because I just see people and I'm like, I want to look like that. Like, oh, I want to do my makeup like that. Or I want to work out and look like that. Like just, I admire people like that. And she was handing me my receipt because she was a cashier. And instead of taking the receipt, we held hands. Like I grabbed her hand and then I just looked at her and then looked at my hand and she looked at me and I was like, I'm so sorry. And then she goes, okay. It was so awkward. But yeah,
Oh,
so I
that's
just
fun.
talk about stuff like that. I just make fun of myself. So, but
Oh,
you have to
no, you've had long hair forever, but tell them what recently happened.
When I was dating some stupid douchebag in September, we got into an argument. So I went to go dye my hair because that's what mentally stable women do. And it was at the beauty school I was attending. And I asked them to dye it black. It's brown. You can't really tell, but when it's black, it makes a difference because my skin's, kind of light for me. But then the lady, she was like this Asian lady, and she asked if she could cut my split ends. And I emphasized, I said, yes, 2 to 3 inches. And I went like this because there are split ends. My hair was like this when she was cutting it. So I didn't see how short it was. It was like this by the time she was done. I cried for 3 days straight. My hair makes me feel beautiful. I love my hair. I love my lips. I know I have a pretty face. I was devastated, but because I went to school there, I couldn't cause a scene. And I was like humbled. I even tipped her afterwards.
Oh, the inhumanity.
Can you imagine someone makes you a steak and you want it well done and they bring you out bloody and you give them a $50 tip? You're like, oh, thank you. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So she was
I wanted to address this really quick. Bane Mahler, where's Wildstorm located? 888 Prospect Street, San Diego, California, 92037. It has not been there since 2011, so don't bother. It's a bank now.
It's a
and
bank.
The barbecue joint downstairs is pretty good.
And,
but La Jolla,
your friend designed the thing there.
Huh? JJ Kirby, the famous Marvel and DC comic artist. He designed the logo for Bubba's Barbecue, and it's still there. It's this awesome, it says Bubba, but it's also shaped like a pig. It's really cool. And JJ did that design. The owner approached him about it. But Wildstorm had the most amazing location and view. I'm going to bring it up on like the maps and show you guys.
I was so spoiled when we first moved here because my dad worked in La Jolla, and during the summer, my youth pastor would take us to the beach and then drop us off at the cove because you could see dad's work from the cove. Me and my brother would swim in the ocean, then we'd go get lunch with dad, then we go home. Like it was like those are some of my favorite memories ever. Like it was so really much fun.
Yeah, because we live very close to the ocean. I will not dox myself, but I always like to say I could hit the ocean from my house if I threw a rock. I'd have to throw the rock 3.5 miles, but still. Yeah. So that's
Cranberry Langers. No, I didn't tip them $50, but still tipping someone $5 for cutting off your hair and you crying for the day straight feels like $500. So, but yeah, Wildstorm was wonderful. I remember that we got to go to like a really nice lunch, and I was so excited to meet Jim Lee because like I don't know, I was in the 5th grade. I knew that was like a big person in my dad's business. And I'm still dorky, but I was a dorky kid. And I told my dad, when I meet him, I'm going to go, salutations, Mr. Lee. And my dad goes, just say hi.
Yeah, you were a bit of a dorky kid. Remember what your teacher said about your outfit?
Oh my gosh, I was so dorky and I dressed so weird. I dress good now. I wear dresses. I know it works for me. Me wearing a t-shirt is very rare unless I'm like going to the dog park, which we just got back from. But I dressed so uniquely and I had like earrings with high heels on them. One of my teachers goes, "Is one of your parents like an artist, Minnie?" Like, gosh. And
Yeah.
it's bad because dad is, but dad's not like a artist. He's like artist. Like he actually does stuff.
Like I'm not an artiste. I'm an artist, as in I'm good at art, but I'm not a pretentious asshole who's precious.
Yeah, it's not some Jack Pollock splatter paint.
Oh, that guy was a
bullshit.
thief anyway.
And it was a
bastard.
scam with the CIA. It was a scam.
Yeah. Well, okay. So this is Wildstorm. This is the La Jolla Bank right here. The restaurant that JJ Kirby designed the logo. But JJ Kirby designed that. Wildstorm was the second floor of this building. The ocean is on the other side. I'll move Google Maps here in a minute. But we were right here, the second floor. And my desk at Wildstorm was right about where that circle is, right about where that circle is, was the coloring area at Wildstorm. Do not go there. They are not there. They haven't been there in over a decade. Please don't go there. It's just a bank. And so then this is the Colonial Hotel. And Hank Canal and Jim Lee's office was this corner here. You see the Pacific Ocean back there. Their office was
That's
there.
where I would swim at the cove with my brother. We would swim in with the seals and stuff.
So everyone on this side of Wildstorm had binoculars, and they would look over into this hotel. And I shit you not, you would see some things in the windows. I'll never forget one of the days at work. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, this guy's got two ladies with him here." So I think they were professionals, allegedly. I don't know.
Ooh, nobody talks about that more than a man.
Right. So the coffee place, that's
right
it right there. That's
with
the living room.
With the black and white awning, that's the living room. That's where I held the pretty cashier's hand and I went, So
Wildstorm was right here next to the ocean. So you could just like stand here in the windows and just look off at the sunset and everything. It was an amazing, amazing place to work, you know. So Anthony, too bad it all turned into woke shit.
Really quick, Anthony said, "Nice meeting you, Minnie. Got to go home and finish making my special homemade ramen for me and my son." Ooh, give us the recipe. I love ramen. Ramen is my favorite. That's
my dad is from Libya, and so English is his second language. And he married my mom, Mexican, so he knew the word vamonos. So when he was little making us ramen, he would say, "Oh, you want me to make you some ramenos?"
Oh, that's cute.
He didn't know you were saying it wrong. So.
Thank you. Frankie says, "Wait, Jackson Pollock was a CIA asset." Yes, that art was to manipulate people and to trick them into all of it's manipulation, but all of it's really just for money. But yeah, you can look into that. That wasn't like real art. It was just like
look it up, Danky Frankie.
Yeah, no, you're cool, Danky. I'm not gonna I was gonna say something mean. I'm like, he's just asking a question.
He's just a friend.
Don't ask me questions.
Yeah.
It was fun. I loved.
Yeah, it was awesome being over there. It was really cool.
That was such a unique childhood. It was a huge treat. So,
absolutely. I'll just show you guys one more thing. Make sure I don't dox myself and show my house on the map here. Let me look. Okay, there's no dot for me. Okay. But that's where Wildstorm was. That red dot right here, and that's the ocean. So you're like 2 blocks up from the Pacific Ocean. It was just amazing property, you know. But everything moved up to Burbank, which is horrible and hot and crowded.
I do not like LA. Anyone lives there, like hats off to you. I can't do it ever again. Even when I make it, I am staying in San Diego and I am flying out of the San Diego National Airport. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
No. But John says when I was poorer, I mixed ramen with salsa. Actually better than I thought. I could see that. That sounds fantastic. It's just noodles and salsa. That sounds yummy.
Oh, remember Mexican cereal is one of my favorite things to eat.
Oh, yeah. When you have a little bit of salsa left and all the crushed chips, you just mix it together and eat it. It's so good.
At the bottom of your corn chips, you have little pieces. You can't dunk them. But like all the great thinkers, Da Vinci, Benjamin Franklin, Nikola Tesla, I found a solution to this problem that has plagued men for at least 15 or 20 years. What do I do with tortilla chip crumbs? You pour them in a bowl and then pour the salsa and eat it with a spoon.
It's really
You're welcome.
Good. It's really good. Shadow Hawkback says, "Hail Minnie, Gabe, and the chat. Sorry, so late. Was wasting my life watching Boba Fett. For now." You know what? I'm sorry, but at least you got to see some art. I've heard mixed reviews about that, but it's nice to see you. I actually recognize your name.
Right.
Cranberry. You take a pack of ramen.
Cranberry Langer's name sounds delicious.
It does.
It does. I
Reminds me
love
of that band. The I'm such a fool for you.
Oh,
anyways. But
you mean the Cranberries?
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. You add half the packet to a bowl, and you put a paste salsa, some pieces of chicken strips, canned veggies, and a slice of cheese. Microwave. That sounds like a really good like late night college snack.
That is college food for sure.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
But that stuff slaps.
Yeah. The chat, the CG fans are the best. They're just the best people. Speaking of delicious, weird food, my friend John Mangini owns a pizza place right by the San Diego Convention Center.
Right by the Padres.
I've had my comic book fundraiser there for 8-9 years. I will have it back again this summer at the San Diego Comic-Con. But he's from New Haven, and in New Haven, they have a particular type of pizza, New Haven thin crust. And he was telling me all about it because we were coaching 8-9-year-old boys football. That's how we met. My son, when he was 8 or 9, and his son was like 8 or 9. So I met John Mangini there. He's an awesome guy. He's a restaurateur here in San Diego. And he told me one of the specialties of the house was the mashed potato bacon pizza. And I was like, that sounds horrible. And he's like, it has onions too. And I said, that sounds like some stoner food or something. And he said his buddy in college actually made it up. And I don't know if getting stoned was involved, but it is delicious. So if you're ever in San Diego, you have to go to Basic. He has like 3, 4, 5 locations in different parts of town. But the one downtown where the San Diego Padres play baseball, that's the OG one. And it's an awesome nightclub at night for those of you who are into getting freaky. So you can tell I'm hip and with it.
Yeah. That's my hip dad. But yeah, it's
I like the silence there after.
It's just silence. Nobody's writing in the chat. We just hear a cricket. What is it? Do you know the SpongeBob reference when it's really quiet in the audience and the fish goes, "Oh, this guy sucks"?
I've heard that. Yeah. I'll do it for myself then.
But yeah, I'm sure you guys will agree. I think talking to you guys is so much more fun. There's a wig back there. It's so much more fun than news stories. Honestly, even you guys could just in the chat give us a topic and I'll just go.
We had a news story. We had a news story, but I don't think we'll do today. We've been going for 1 hour and 20 almost. I think it's a show almost.
I think we should probably end things pretty soon.
Yeah.
But the raid director, Herbelier says raid director created a TV show called Gangs of London.
I'll have to check that out because the raid was amazing.
Is it a Tuesday gang?
What is this insult? How dare you? Love God, Bible, truth. Gabe, you a picky eater. That doesn't sound bad. Potatoes, tomato sauce, cheese, onions. It sounded bad. Oh, it doesn't have
tomatoes, yams, hams, green beans.
That's a good meme. It doesn't have tomato sauce. It has the white sauce they do, like an Alfredo, then mozzarella cheese, then a little bit of caramelized onion, then dollops of mashed potatoes that get a little crisp on top, but like fluffy in the middle, and then crispy bacon. It's outrageously good. I doubted it, and I was wrong. So.
John says he's glad that I said that was a wig because he thought it was a creature.
Yeah.
That wig gives me bangs and I look crazy. I'll wear it next time. But a ramen recipe from Nibotes. I don't know how to say that. Nibotes.
What country is that?
Nibotes. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah. You guys
it's
are really
called
yuck
soup. Please read the recipe for yuck soup.
Bag of ramen with half water, boil water, add noodles, and crack 2 eggs. Ooh, my brother would love this. He's an egg dude. Break yolks, stir well, then add the flavor packet and stir. Boil about 2 minutes. Cover. Staple meal. I like these college meals. I love that. Oh, and wait. Oh, sorry, really quick. Have you watched Peaky Blinders? Shadowhawk's back says, have you watched Peaky Blinders? Just heard doing one more season. I haven't, but this guy that I'm seeing told me to watch it, so I will watch it for him and for you.
I heard it was amazing. And for 3 years, we don't have Netflix anymore because I don't want to support their garbage. But for like 3-4 years, I would see it on there and I would never watch it, but I heard it was cool. But I thought it was called Peaky Blinders for years.
It's Peaky Blinders. We bind books, mates.
I skipped right over the L. I was like, Peaky Blinders. And I was like, I wonder what that means.
Yeah. Devil Flyer Rex Christian says, I had an Aunt Minnie. I'm really happy that you
I see him like standing on top of a rock and there's lightning and wind and he's screaming to the world, I had an Aunt Minnie.
I love that. Oh my gosh. I love the all caps. So
I do love it. Maybe his all caps button is broken. We love you, Devil Flyer.
You're great, Devil Flyer. Yeah.
Cranberry language is filled with recipes over here.
I know. Cranberry, we should talk after the show.
What do
But
you expect from someone with such a delicious screen name?
I know. I bet you have great Christmas like dessert recipes, but you can exchange a fried chicken with summer sauce. Ooh, sounds good. Oh, then my aunt said that another. John, you were so kind. Thank
Read
you.
it.
This is for Minnie to buy a One Direction poster for her wall. I mean, Harry Potter Under the Stairs had a more interesting.
All right, here.
Okay,
Come over here. Wait, come over here. Leave your camera there and come over here.
Okay, 1 second.
I'll give you the $10 on the air. So
Ooh,
John Branson
cool.
knows that you got it. Hurry up.
I'm coming.
Oh, hurry up. Yeah, leave your thing there. Okay, so I'll check on the chat. Thank you, John Branson, for the $10. Very generous. Oh, I got my first payment from YouTube finally for December. They wanted me to fill out all these tax forms. I didn't fill them out forever. So duck under the green screen and then come on camera. Okay. Here's $10. See, that's a real that's a tenner.
It's a time, mate.
It's a 10. What do they call it? Quid?
I don't know.
It's 10 quid. We don't know.
It's 10.
I don't know. It's $10. Get out of here.
Peso. Thank you, John.
All right, duck under the thing. There we go. All right, so there you go, John. She got her $10 on the air. You happy? You know, by the time I get that money, YouTube's going to take 55% from me. So that just cost me 10 to give her, and then I think they get 50 or 55. So they're going to take 550. I'm going to get 450, and then Uncle Sam's going to take like 23. So I don't know the math on that exactly, but Uncle Sam's going to take like another 80, 90 cents. So thank you for like the $3, John. I think I did my math right.
John, I'm 25 and I still can't. I'm 24. I'm about to turn 25. I still hate cleaning my room, and I don't clean my room. You guys don't need to see that mess. You don't need to see mental illness in a pile of laundry.
You're not mentally ill.
It's a joke.
Everyone has normal human suffering. There's a certain level of it that comes and go.
That's anytime I say something like that. My parents are very positive people. I'm like, I'm upset. I'm depressed. They go, no, you're not. Don't say that.
You don't say evil things about you or anyone else.
Yeah, but yeah.
Say this in your Tuesday accent.
King Queen, make up a bob, and a bob's your uncle. What does that mean?
Maybe that was super offensive in British.
I just thought that. I was like, what if I just called him like a CUNT or something? But but yeah, thank you, John. I love that.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
But
busting your balls in there.
Busting your balls on the tube on Tuesday.
No, I thought they said balls were bullocks in England.
Bullocks?
Or is bullocks bullshit? I don't know.
It's bullshit.
No, see, they said bullocks instead of bullshit.
I'm busting your bullocks.
Maybe it's both. I don't know.
How do you think they would say something like your frontal cortex? Like, how would they say like neurosurgery?
See, John's on that Angela from the Office.
Yes,
don't talk into existence.
No,
you shouldn't joke like that.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, in the Office, there's that little accountant named Angela. I call my mom Angela because she's an accountant and she's real uptight sometimes. But they make
precise. Your mother's precise, not uptight.
But they make a joke where she goes, "I'm the devil." That's what they say, and then she goes, "You shouldn't joke like that." But it's really funny.
You shouldn't say that either. You're not the devil.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what the lady said in the thing.
I'm joking with you.
Oh,
okay. But you're not. Don't joke that way. Benny Muller says bullocks.
Bullocks.
So, yeah, we
Cranberry,
don't know.
what is it? Bullocks equals testes. So
not only a food expert, but a biology expert as well.
Testes.
So there we go.
I like the scientific words.
Yes, I like the scientific words.
That sounded so uneducated.
She got her diploma.
I don't know how, but I did.
Yeah.
1 second. Everyone's saying it's bullocks. Bane Mailer says my kids are obsessed with Mr. Bean. Oh, I love that. You know, I got to watch him all the time in theater. He is vastly underappreciated in the United States.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know much about him. He just had some movie called Johnny English that looked very annoying.
He's really fun. He doesn't talk and he's still funny. Like it
looked like the kind of movies like a second grade me would love, you know, and like me now would be like, come on, man.
No, I loved that. My theater teacher, Mr. Allen, shout out to Mr. Allen. Love you, man. He would he would have us watch that some days and it was fun.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. Read this.
Love God Bible Truth says, Gabe, you think you and your daughter can have Charlie's London on as a guest? I think it would be hilarious if you all did your please, can we? My God.
She having me on and I told her I'd have her on mine. We'll bring her on, but she has to do an American accent.
English, yeah. She has to do an American accent.
She totally has to do like a surfer dude like Michelangelo, bro.
You're
She has to do
"Oh,
that one, and
yeah.
then we have to go over the. See, I don't even know how to do my British
You
anymore.
have to change the vowels. That's the biggest thing when doing an accent is the vowels, mate.
Not the consonants.
Not a consonant. No, consonants. The fuck all. It's vowels.
That'd be daft.
Yeah. Yes.
Ugh. All right, yeah, we can
That
have
was a
Charlie.
great idea. Love God, Bible, truth. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll ask her. Yeah, she's fun.
What?
Oh,
Fun
Mr.
fact.
Bean is the voice of Zazu in
Lion King.
1994's The Lion King.
I love Lion King. I love drama, so I loved The Lion King. It was amazing. My first crush was Tarzan. Not quite related, but it's Disney. My dad caught me kissing my Tarzan toy in the closet, and I was like kissing him when I was like 5. And to this day, I like guys with long hair. So I think that was just ingrained in my brain.
Why is the soundtrack for Disney's Tarzan from 1999?
It goes hard as hell.
That's one of the best movie soundtracks ever.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Phil
It was
Collins.
the golden age of Disney. Was from
Mhm.
Little Mermaid in like 1990 up until Tarzan.
Yeah.
Then after they're not good again. But you have the stuff in the 30s, 40s, 50s, excellent, whatever. And 101 Dalmatians, that was late 50s, early 60s. That's like a zenith of animation right there. It's amazing animation.
I was afraid of Cruella de Vil.
Well, she was supposed to be scary.
I know, but I was afraid of everything.
Yeah. Oh my God, when Minnie was little, I just spit right at the camera, but it missed. She was a little bit of a chicken, a little bit of a nervous Nelly, a little bit of a fraidy cat. And one time, little kids like sing and make things up. She was singing in the house playing toys. She goes, "I love everything." But then she realized everything included bad stuff. She goes, "I love everything, but danger."
I was so
Oh.
nothing's changed. Like
Right.
thank you, Hiroye, our encyclopedia man. 101
Yes.
Dalmatians, 1961, not 50s. Check
Oh,
your
this
facts.
was good. He's
Lilo
got an
and Stitch was-
addendum to me. Lilo and Stitch was good after Tarzan. Let me take a drink, and I can do Dead Ringer for Stitch's voice.
But yeah, I loved everything but danger. I sing sometimes. Go ahead.
Stitch's voice is the same voice as Gloomer from the Punky Brewster cartoon. It's also the same voice that Howie Mandel did on Bobby's World.
It's an easy voice for me to do. I don't know how I can do it. I just can.
I love it.
So
Ooh, Cranberry said Chicken Little. I love Chicken Little, and I love how when they
okay,
sing,
there were some good movies after Tarzan. I get
everyone's calling you out on your shit.
it. Damn exposed.
Caught in 4K. But yeah, I still sing. Like I told you guys earlier, for that who didn't see in the chat, I was talking about me getting nervous. Sometimes when I get nervous, I sound like a horse. But me singing those songs my dad was saying, I still do that to this day, but I'll sing about what I'm doing. And again, I just became self-aware of this like in November of last year. I'll be like, I'm cleaning my room, taking the dog to the dog park. I'm driving. I need to get gas. And I'm like, what am I doing? It's like a soundtrack.
Hey, I made up a Narwhal song. It just runs in the family.
Narwhal.
I was seriously taking a shower. I was gonna have Narwhal on. I finished lifting weights, took a shower, and I was gonna have Narwhal on. And I just started singing the Narwhal song in the Star Wars tune. I don't know why. It just made me laugh.
Because that's like
So
a fun word to say. Narwhal.
Yeah. What a good guy. Good guy. Fantastic artist.
I love the Nosferatu he draws. It's
Yeah.
so creepy and cool. But
Oh.
Nice Scape. Did you ever watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force? You sounded like Meatwood. I know what that is.
I know what that show is. It's the French fry, the meatball, and the soda, and then they got that weird, like, bald guy and the wife beater. My brother would watch it, and he showed me a clip or two. Never saw it,
But I know Meatwad had a voice like that.
so I don't know. I don't know. That's just a voice I've been able to do since I was a kid. So
I wasn't allowed to watch anything bad on TV. So, like, when my parents would fall asleep and Cartoon Network would change, I would see the French fry on TV, and I'd be like, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get so much trouble.
because you knew it was the bad cartoons.
It was the bad meatball. It was the bad French fries.
Well, I got that from my mom, and I thank her for this. She didn't let me get turned into an idiot normie. We didn't watch TV growing up. We didn't go to the movies. We didn't watch trash. We didn't listen to bad music or anything. We're very religious and stuff. But I got that from her, and that's why I tried to raise you guys that way and keep you away from this trash, because, garbage in, garbage out. But my mom wouldn't let us watch He-Man because Skeletor looked like the devil or something, she said. And I got caught watching He-Man like 3 times and got in trouble. So, yeah.
I remember that I wasn't okay. Last story, and then we should probably go because it's about to
we
be an
should
hour
go.
and a half.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half. We should go.
So I grew up watching, those stupid shows like on Nickelodeon or Disney that have like the laugh track and they're not funny. One
You
of
mean
them that
all of them?
yeah, all of them. The one of them that me and my brother loved was The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. And they were twins and they were really mean to each other. And one time, one twin was going to make the other twin cry. And he goes, "Oh, here comes the waterworks." So I was going to make Peter cry one
Peter is
time.
who? Peter is who?
Peter's my brother.
And
And my
he's 2
mom
years younger than you. And how
is
old are you?
is 2 years younger than me. I'm 25. I'm
No,
28.
at the time of the story.
Oh, we must have been like 12 and 10. And
Okay.
I did something crappy and it was gonna make him cry, and he was like on the verge of tears, and my mom was there, and I go, "Oh, here come the waterworks." And my mom goes, "Where did you learn that? Where did you learn that?"
It's so mean.
And then she goes, I was like, "The Sweet Life of Zanko." She's like, "You can't watch that anymore." And I was like, "Okay, it was a dumb show anyways." Like, I didn't care. So, but because I said it, Peter couldn't watch it either. We both got punished. And one time I said KFC was I liked the food so much I had a drumstick in my hand and I was like, "This is so good. KFC is my lover." And my mom goes, "Don't say that. Don't say KFC is your lover."
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we could go all day with the ridiculous childhood stories.
Yeah, I have a ton of guys. We can just talk about
Your
that.
brother getting sick in the car. We'll tell that another time.
No, you're not.
Let's get this trending.
Justice for Peter. It's gonna be on Twitter and everyone's gonna be like, "Justice for Peter, justice for Peter." Bane Mailer says, "Love the show, Gabe and Minnie. You all are great." Thank you. And thank you for commenting. I love talking to you guys. I think we're still feeling this show out, but honestly, you guys, tell me what you think. I think we should just choose a topic and talk about it. I think that's the most fun.
Yeah, I think Hollywood stories are hilarious. What a shitty town that is.
Yeah, I know.
I remember I went up there to help you move. You're going to move from one apartment to another. And hold on, I need a drink. All this talking. I've been on the phone, like 3 phone meetings, and now there's...
Oh, he's so busy. My father penciled me into the show.
And I have the air conditioner on me because we have a heat wave in the dead of winter. It's like 85 degrees here in San Diego. It's gonna
John says, "Why does Skeletor have muscles?" Your mama. That's why. I don't know. But
man. Right. But what was it? Oh, I went up to help you move and I rented that truck and I bought this big bag of expensive beef jerky and I'm outside your apartment.
Oh.
And I open the door and I'm gonna go up to your apartment to help you get the furniture. And I drop it on the sidewalk. Just on the sidewalk, and it's a bag. You can still reach in it and eat, and I just leave it there. Because you guys don't understand. When they joke on the news about poop and heroin needles, it's the truth.
Yeah,
if you go to downtown LA, I mean, you're talking piles of shit the size of a dinner plate, man. I don't know what's going on. They've got a lot of fiber up there or something. It's very graphic disgusting, but it's true.
There was a heroin needle in the stall I would use at my job all the time. And I was just like, all right, never using that stall. But yeah, it was just floating in there. And this is why I get so mad at political correctness. I posted a picture. I took a picture of it and I was like, "There's a needle in the toilet." And then someone's like, "What if they're diabetic?" And I was like, "Shut up. It wasn't a diabetic."
This Pollyanna bullshit. You think they're diabetic? Is that what you really think?
And if they are, is it type 1 or type 2? Because I have some opinion.
Now, hold on. Let's just game this out. So someone is a diabetic and they have to take their insulin shot once a day. So they say, hey, all their insulin shit is at their house or their apartment. What the hell? They'll take it with them to the Target bathroom and do it there. How much of your medicine or vitamins do you do in the Waffle House bathroom? Get out of here. Nonsense.
Yeah, they're trying to defend them. Look, if you have a drug problem, I understand that's very hard to get over. But I wasn't shaming somebody. I was just like, I can't believe there's a needle in the toilet.
I went to Tijuana twice when I was in high school because it's back when you could cross the border and be 16 and go drink down there. And I was a designated driver because I wasn't ever much of a drinker, when I was young. And I remember going into the bar, hanging out, took my buddies down there, and I would be the driver. And we're sitting at this bar, and we go outside. It's getting really late, 1, 2 in the morning. I sit in the windowsill on the sidewalk, and I sit on the windowsill because I'm tired. I look next to me, and there's a freaking hypodermic needle 3 inches away from my butt. I almost sat right on a used needle in Tijuana, Mexico. I only went down there like 3 times. And I think I was scared straight from going to that place. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think. I used to draw blood for a living. That's what I did. And then it was BS. But
I think we solved the mystery.
1 second. That's where I inject my medicine, only in Waffle House bathroom stalls. Did you find the needle?
That's what I love about the internet. You can solve a mystery like this.
Yeah,
We'll
I
get
know,
it back
you
to you soon, Cranberry Langers.
Yeah, sorry, Cranberry. I think I might have flushed it, but we can call it plumber. It's on Ralph's dime, not mine. But I don't even remember what I was gonna say. But
I had interrupted you about the person being pedantic about the what if it was a diabetic with the heroin
oh
needle?
yeah, well
That's where you left off.
He was weird anyway. He didn't matter. But yeah, he didn't. I don't know. I think his name was Patrick. Patrick, what the hell are you doing with your life? But yeah. But anyways, guys, all I was gonna say was I think from now on, maybe we can just pick a topic and we just improvise from there because that's just really like a conversation with you all. That's what I like to do. And I think it's way more fun than the news. The news is cool, but this works better for me personally, and I love interacting with all of you guys. So.
Now, before we go, I am putting in the chat a link to my book, the greatest comic book to come out in a long time. My clapback at DC Comics for hating America, Truth, Justice,
the United States of America.
Truth, Justice, American Way. I'll show you a little behind the scenes, guys, a little bit. I'm working on just kind of redoing the logo a little bit. I'll just pop this up on the screen here. Watch. So I'm messing with some ideas. I have another idea I'm going to do. Then I want to show you the trailer. I want you all to jump on that link in the chat. Share it with your friends. Get on the mailing list because people on the mailing list are going to see the cover before anyone else. Okay? I have one of the 3 covers. Let me move this Joe Rogan out of the way. But I'm messing with the logo. I think I like the second one and I like the fourth one, but the stars are too big in the fourth one. I need to shrink the stars up a ton because the first one had smaller stars. But I think I'm going to go with the second one where we put the stars in. So this is a little behind the scenes. You see it's being worked on. The cover, I'm not going to show you guys the cover. The mailing list gets to see the cover first. Get on the mailing list. It's in there. And let's watch the trailer really quick, okay? All right. You were supposed to say okay, Minnie, like you were excited.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
So the people who are on the mailing list get to see the cover first. Let's watch the trailer, all right?
Okay.
It's a masterpiece. I have to admit it. I just have to admit that.
Beautiful. And I see everything firsthand, guys, and I'm not just saying this because he's my dad. It's beautiful. So
look at Mom.
Game recognized game.
Mom brought me a secondary. Come on here. Come on here and say hi real quick.
Come on, Mom. Everyone loves you in the chat.
They want to say hi. Mom looks cool because she has earpod things in.
Earpods.
What are they called? Airbuds?
What do you young kids say?
All right. See you guys later. I'm going out to dinner.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hi, Mom. Love you.
Love you too, man.
Yeah. See, you guys see I can pull, huh?
Yeah, he got
all right.
Bitch, not bitches.
Ari always says, we're going to go 5 more minutes here so I can catch up with the chat, then we'll say bye. Hey, Gabe, what about Beef Law? Beef Law is in production, but here's the truth of it all. This book that I'm doing with David Williams, it is my focus. If I'm going to do this, I put all my time, heart, and effort into it. I'm not going to be writing this book and coloring it and all that, and then also devoting as much time to Beef Law. And David Williams made Dan Panosian the illustrator he is. Dan Panosian will say that. David Williams is turning me into a phenomenal illustrator. He's teaching me new techniques and new ideas about drawing. I'm already a professional level comic book artist as an illustrator. I already am, but Dave is next level. And Dave is tutoring me. So I'm drawing all the time, running it by Dave. I'm helping with character design for our book, but also just learning from Dave. So I think Dave and I want to do 3 volumes of Truth, Justice, American Way at a minimum. I mean, we want to do this for years, but at a minimum, we want to do 3 of these big graphic novels. And that whole time, I'm going to be practicing my drawing to get to Dave's level. Because I think, commies and cancel culture, social justice, they have a culture of resentment where they look at someone like Dave or someone better than them and say, how dare he have something I don't have? And then they get bitter and they suck. I look at someone like Dave who draws better than me and draws better than most people, frankly. And I say, wow, how do you do that? Teach me. So I'm ever curious, ever thirsting to learn. And I think what Dave teaches me about storytelling and comics and just illustration in general is like revolutionizing what I do. In 1 week of his techniques and tutoring, I see differently now. It's like the Matrix when he can see the numbers. Dave is a godsend. So I'm putting Beef Law on the back burner to give Truth, Justice, American Way the attention it deserves, to make it the greatest comic you've ever read. And then Beef Law will top it eventually because I'll have the skills to just come out the way I want this thing to be. So thank you for the question and thank you for the interest in that book.
And really
Let's
quick,
check on the chat and say
wait,
goodbye.
hang on.
Cindy,
John said, "Great show." He did super chat twice, so thank you, John. I appreciate that. Now I have gas money. Okay, anyways, continue. Thank you, Frankie. I was on the mailing list until I found out Gabe created Disney Star Wars. It's his fault.
oh, they found out about my hit Star Wars comic, and then Disney bought Star Wars mysteriously 3 months later. So I'm at least 1% at fault for that. At least 1%. So, this is classic superhero action. Truth, Justice, American Way. It is your X-Men, Avengers, Justice League, all of that. If they don't want to make it at Marvel and DC, I'll make it, and I'll do it a hell of a lot better than them. So, yeah. Love Dave's energy. I love Dave, too. I don't know who we're talking about, but I love him, too.
The guy that draws.
Oh, I thought he was well, because Dave never comes online.
I know, but
I thought the joke in my head was he was calling me Dave by accident. Like he got auto-corrected into Dave. Yeah. Weak, jealous assholes could comment by her voyeur because yeah. Oh, and you know what? You know what else we're gonna have, Bane Mailer? An art book, an oversized black and white book showing Gary Martin's beautiful inks on Dave's work and behind-the-scenes sketches. That's going to be available, too, at a premium, that one. We're going to have great stretch goals, trading cards, stickers, like a print, too, a mini print and all that. So, yeah, let's see. Only 3 volumes. Well, 3 volumes in this main first story, but I would like to do 300 of these. I want to do this forever. I love these characters. And basically, we're Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. We're creating our own universe here. That's what you guys get to be on the ground floor of. We're creating our own superhero universe. If Marvel and DC just shit on theirs and broke them, fine, whatever. I don't need to worry about them. I'll do it right, and I'll do it better than them with guys like Dave and Gary. And we get successful enough. If we get successful enough, we've already talked to people we want to hire to do other books because we can't do them all. We have our own ideas for things of how they're ruining the Punisher, how they're ruining this, how they're ruining that, and original ideas too that don't have to be, oh, well, we'll fix this thing they ruined. Like, no, we got awesome original ideas. And Dave, you've never met someone who's more passionate about superheroes. He actually shocks me with his story ideas. I thought he was just an illustrator, but I feel like a little embarrassed that I underestimated his storytelling and ideas. They are outstanding. It's outrageous. So let's see. He didn't unsub. President's Day, February 21st. That's when you're all getting it. That's when you're all able to start backing the book.
Teflon Ron. He said, "Hail chat, Minnie and Gabe. I'll have to rewatch this." You will, and keep sending me funny dog videos on Instagram. You're really fun.
All right.
My favorite action film. I would either say John Wick, or my very first superhero crush was this Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. I'm in love with. 5-year-old me was like, I want to be Mary Jane. So yeah, I love John Wick though. The original John Wick was really good.
Cranberry Langers for $2 delicious.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go to Vaughn's and buy some cranberry juice. This is getting out of hand.
We should drink it on air. We should drink it on air on Tuesday with Chelsea.
Is there an endpoint to truth, justice? Not right now. No, these are icons. These heroes. These are the kind of people that we hope to be. Someone asked me yesterday on Facebook. I didn't even know this person, and they said to me, what makes this? Someone drew fan art, which is amazing.
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
I mean, that's how you know you're rolling here when someone does fan art, and then people started commenting underneath it, like, "Well, what's so special about these characters?" Oh, let me bring up the fan art. I think his name is Addison Reis or Reese. I think he's a Brazilian guy. He's a young man. He wants to get into comics, and he's drawn our hero, and I was just so flattered. Thank you for the $2, by the way, Cranberry.
Yeah, thank you, Cran. Love you, Cran.
So this was his stuff. He posted on Facebook. And
That's
then
so freaking cool.
Yeah, and then some people were talking to me. I got to move this over to the other screen so I can read it. But someone said, what makes this guy unique and iconic? And I said this, his heart. He has great power, but he has restraint, kindness, and fearlessness. Because of his background with his family and his culture, he will never give in. Not to evildoers, not to his own fear. He's a man we all hope we can be. Flawed, but fighting to be righteous. brave, and just. He gives people true hope that no matter how hard their heart has been broken, there's a way back. So that's the emotional core of this character. You notice I didn't say he's gay, transsexual, Latino, illegal immigrant, because none of that matters. None of that matters for our humanity. Our humanity is what's inside of us. All of that surface level stuff, that's actual bigotry. You know what I mean? To say we need a black guy. And I would say, well, which one? Because I know you're not saying they're all the same. I know that's what you're not saying, right? Because that would be very bigoted. Mm-hmm. So, and then he thanked me, said it was a good answer. And if you'll indulge me, I said one more thing to him. I said, thank you. This book is from the heart. When I walked away from a cushy job and a big salary at DC Comics because I did not want to help them destroy American culture, I meant it. Would it be insane of me to ask you to support the book and all that stuff? But I was just telling him I meant it. When I had to get the hell out of there because of what they were up to, I meant it. You know, I don't want to be a part of that.
We're not part of this. But yeah. Reading the chat. Bane Mailer says that you need a comic book brand.
Oh, don't worry, we do. We got a little logo and everything. So, but we've gone on for almost 2 hours. We're planning on doing 20, 30 minutes. We got to go. We got to go.
We love you guys. We got to go. I really think maybe just for the sake of the joke, we'll say we'll do it. We'll do this on, I can't say Tuesday.
Oh, we can say, see you next Tuesday.
But maybe we'll do this on Tuesday instead. Maybe we'll do it every Tuesday. I've said this for like 3 episodes. I want a set day. Maybe I should stick with that and just do that. So maybe it'll be this Tuesday. Just check. We'll post. Yeah, I'll make another cool thumbnail.
Yeah. Make sure you're, subscribe, like, blah, blah, blah. If you can't buy the book right now, tell your friends about it. Spread that link around, guys. Because the more sales we have on day one and everything, the more stretch goals and everything. Because I want to do some amazing things for this book. So spread that out. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next
Tuesday. Next Tuesday.
See, and that's why that's great improv. Let's try
Cheers to the Groundlings down the drain.
You do the outro. We'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday on the tube, lol.